This is Rick Thompson, 50 years old, homeless, living on the streets of Detroit for 10 years. But Rick isn't just homeless, he's an Army Corps of Engineers veteran. He built bridges in Iraq, roads in Afghanistan, and now, with nothing but scavenged materials and forgotten skills, Rick is about to build something that will change hundreds of lives. This is his story. Rick Thompson wasn't always homeless. 20 years ago, he was Sergeant Rick Thompson, United States Army Corps of Engineers. He built things, bridges, buildings, infrastructure, in war zones, Iraq, 2003-2005, Afghanistan, 2007-2009. Rick was good at his job, really good. He could look at rubble and see a building, look at a river and see a bridge. His unit built schools, medical clinics, roads that saved lives. Rick was proud of his work, but in 2010, everything collapsed. Rick came home with PTSD, nightmares, anxiety. He tried to work, construction jobs, engineering firms, but he couldn't handle it. The noise, the pressure, the crowds. He'd have panic attacks on job sites, flashbacks, lost job after job. His wife left, took the kids. "I can't watch you destroy yourself anymore." By 2013, Rick was on the streets, Detroit, a city full of abandoned buildings, empty lots, forgotten people. Rick became one of them. For 10 years, he lived in alleys, under bridges, in condemned buildings. He watched other homeless veterans, struggling, dying from cold, from violence, from despair. Every winter, someone would freeze to death. Every summer, someone would die from heat. The shelters were full, dangerous. Many veterans refused to go. "I'd rather die out here than in a cage," one vet told Rick. Rick understood, but he also saw something nobody else did. A solution. Winter 2022, December. Rick was living in an abandoned warehouse, east side Detroit. The building was condemned, broken windows, no heat, rats everywhere. But Rick saw potential. The structure was solid, concrete, steel beams. With work, this could be livable. Rick had nothing, no money, no tools, no materials, but he had knowledge, engineering knowledge, 10 years of building things from nothing. He started small. First, Rick scavenged materials. Construction sites threw away wood, drywall, insulation. Rick collected it, piece by piece, night after night. He found tools in dumpsters, hammers, saws, screwdrivers. He taught himself to repair them, make them work. Within 2 months, Rick had enough materials to start. He began renovating the warehouse, alone, by hand, one section at a time. He fixed the roof, patched holes, installed insulation. He created walls, small rooms, 8 feet by 10 feet, basic but functional. He found old space heaters, fixed them, wired them safely. He installed a water system, collected rain, filtered it. He worked every day, sunrise to sunset. Other homeless people watched, curious. "What are you doing, Rick?" "Building a home, for us." By March 2023, Rick had completed 10 rooms, small, simple, but warm, safe, dry. He invited other homeless veterans. "Come see what I built." They came, 10 men, all veterans, all living on the streets. They walked through the warehouse, shocked. "You built this, by yourself?" "Yeah, it's not much, but it's ours." One veteran, Marcus, 62, Vietnam vet, started crying. "I haven't had a room in 15 years. Rick showed them. "Each room is yours. No rules except respect each other. No drugs, no violence. It's free. It's free. This is for us, veterans. We take care of our own." They moved in that night. Word spread fast. "There's a warehouse on Jefferson Street. A vet built rooms. It's free. It's safe." More veterans came. Rick kept building. More rooms, a kitchen, a bathroom with showers. He scavenged. He built. He never stopped. By summer 2023, Rick's warehouse housed 25 homeless veterans. They called it Thompson's Place. Rick became more than a builder. He became a leader. He organized them. Everyone contributes. Everyone helps. They created a system. Some people cooked. Some cleaned. Some scavenged materials. Rick taught them construction. "You want to help? Learn to build." They expanded, added more rooms, better insulation, solar panels from a junkyard. Rick designed everything, engineered every system. The warehouse transformed, but not everyone was happy. The city noticed. August 2023, Detroit building inspector showed up. "This building is condemned. You can't live here. This is illegal." Rick stood firm. "These are veterans. Where should they go? That's not my problem. You have 30 days to vacate, or I'm calling the police." Rick refused to leave. The veterans refused to leave. "We fought for this country. Now we're criminals for having a roof?" The story hit local news. Homeless veteran builds shelter. City threatens to shut it down. Public outcry was massive. Social media exploded. Save Thompson's Place. Veterans groups rallied. You can't evict veterans. The mayor got involved. Mayor Janet Wilson visited Thompson's Place. She walked through, saw what Rick had built, saw 25 veterans, living with dignity, helping each other. She met Rick. You built this? All of it? Yes, ma'am. With scrap materials and engineering knowledge from the Army. Why? Because nobody else would. And veterans deserve better than dying on the streets. Mayor Wilson was quiet. Then she made a decision. Mr. Thompson, the city isn't shutting this down. We're helping you expand it. September 2023. The city of Detroit partnered with Rick. They gave him official ownership of the warehouse. For $1, they provided funding, grants, resources. Rick hired contractors, but he led the design. Within 6 months, Thompson's Place transformed. 50 rooms, full kitchen, medical clinic, job training center. Rick designed it all. Army Corps engineering put to use. They added mental health services, PTSD counseling, addiction support. By March 2024, Thompson's Place housed 50 homeless veterans, and it was completely self-sustaining. Veterans worked, maintained the building, cooked, cleaned. Some got jobs outside, contributed rent, small amounts. Others volunteered, taught skills, helped new arrivals. Rick became the director. Salary $45,000 a year. First paycheck in 10 years. But Rick still lived in the warehouse, room 1. I'm not leaving my brothers. The transformation was incredible. Marcus, the Vietnam vet who cried on day 1, got clean, sober for 9 months. He now runs the kitchen, feeds 50 veterans every day. James, 45, Iraq veteran, was suicidal when he arrived. Rick gave him purpose, taught him construction. Now James is the maintenance supervisor. Carlos, 38, Afghanistan veteran, was addicted to opioids. Rick got him into treatment, supported him. Carlos is now 1 year sober, works at a factory, helps pay for the shelter. Every veteran has a story. Every veteran found hope at Thompson's Place. Today, Rick Thompson is 50 years old, no longer homeless, but still lives in the warehouse. Thompson's Place now houses 75 homeless veterans, with a waiting list of 200 more. Rick is building a second location, across town. Same model, veterans helping veterans. The Detroit City Council honored Rick. Rick Thompson exemplifies service. He served our country, then he served his brothers. Rick's response: I just used the skills the Army gave me. This is what we do. We build, we serve, we don't leave anyone behind. Rick also started training other veterans. You want to help? Learn to build. Over the past year, Rick has trained 30 homeless veterans in construction. All of them now have jobs, working on the second shelter, building their own futures. One of them, Tony, 41, Navy veteran, said it best. Rick didn't just give us a home, he gave us purpose. He showed us we still matter. Thompson's Place has a 73% success rate, meaning 73% of veterans who enter the program get off the streets permanently. They get jobs, apartments, reconnect with families, all because one homeless veteran refused to accept the status quo. Rick still struggles with PTSD, still has nightmares, flashbacks, but now he has a mission. When I was homeless, I felt worthless, like my skills didn't matter anymore. But then I realized I know how to build, and people need homes. So I built and kept building. Every veteran who walks through those doors, that's another life saved. That's another brother who didn't freeze to death. That's another soldier who found a reason to keep fighting. Rick doesn't see himself as a hero. I'm just a guy who knew how to use a hammer. But to 75 veterans living at Thompson's Place, he's everything. The mayor asked Rick to speak at a veterans event. Hundreds of veterans in attendance. Rick stood at the podium, nervous. 10 years ago, I was homeless, broken, felt like I had nothing to offer. But I was wrong. I had skills, knowledge, experience, and when I used those skills to help others, I found my purpose again. If you're struggling right now, if you feel worthless, if you think your military service doesn't matter anymore, you're wrong. You have value, you have skills, you have brothers and sisters who need you. Find your mission, build something, help someone, because the war isn't over, it's just different now. And we're still soldiers, we still serve. The audience stood, applauding, many crying. This is the story of Rick Thompson, the homeless veteran who built a shelter, the engineer who turned scraps into homes, the leader who showed 75 veterans they still matter. He didn't wait for the government to help. He didn't wait for someone to save him. He saved himself. Then he saved everyone else. With nothing but scavenged wood, Army training, and the refusal to let his brothers die on the streets, Rick Thompson proved that homelessness isn't the end. It's just another mission. And if you have the skills, the courage, and the determination, you can build your way out, one room at a time, one veteran at a time, one life at a time. Thompson's place stands today as proof. Veterans don't give up. They adapt, they build, they serve, even when they have nothing, especially when they have nothing, because that's when it matters most.